Hey everybody, Ryan Schramm coming to you live today from the Lantern District in Dana Point. So this is going to be an exciting little downtown Dana Point tour with a focus on what's happening now and what's to come, and then the real estate in the immediate Lantern District downtown area. I think the Dana Point Lantern District has a ton of potential. There's a massive project right now slated to redo Dana Point Harbor as well, which will kind of push up the Dana Point downtown area. And they're doing a ton of new construction and development downtown here as well in the Lantern District. So if you've had any thoughts of buying for a primary residence or an investment property, I don't think you can go wrong in the Lantern District. There will be a great upside in this community for many years to come. So you may or may not know this, but the downtown Dana Point Lantern District section used to be a one-way basically. So you could go one direction on Pacific Coast Highway and the other direction on Del Prado. The big change that they made here in the Lantern District is they made PCH a two-way, and they made Del Prado a two-way as well. So now the faster traffic goes down Pacific Coast Highway, and the Del Prado section of the Lantern District is now kind of the slower downtown traffic. And what that's gonna do for this area is allow the pedestrian traffic and the restaurateurs and the retail to thrive. And as you can see, there is a lot of development taking place between Del Prado and PCH. For example, all of this is new construction. You've got residential over retail and office, which really lends itself to a nice urban lifestyle. And that's awesome and cool to have in an area so close to Dana Point Harbor. Now, as I drive through here, I've been watching this for the last 10 years, and things are starting to change. There's new restaurants coming in, new retailers, but it's nowhere close to its fullest potential, which I believe is why this area has so much upside on the residential side of things. I'm gonna take a turn off of Del Prado, off the beaten path here, and go on one of the side streets where you have houses that are anywhere from $1 million condos to $10 or $15 million homes with ocean views over the harbor. And the Lantern District is cool that way. There's a mix of different property. So anything back in here, you know, condo wise or single family house wise, I love. Like, I would love to pick up one of these condos for an investment and rent it out and just watch the appreciation skyrocket over the next 5 to 10 years as the downtown continues to develop, as the harbor continues to develop. There's also, and this is really cool, duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes. The multifamily in the Lantern District has enormous upside as well. And I'm gonna take you on the other side of PCH where most of that multifamily is, because those apartments, they have huge potential. Let's go check that out. Okay, so I'm crossing over PCH, going on the east side of it, where most of the multifamily is. And there's also some single family sprinkled through here, and some condos for that matter. But you'll notice immediately, like, there's a big change from the downtown and the stuff that's on the ocean side of downtown. Here, gonna be a little bit rougher, and not horrible, but you just notice a difference, right? Like, the more multifamily, the bigger the difference there will be from property to property. But that's why there's a lot of potential here. And multifamily property is super competitive in this market because we all know the direction that it's going. I think this would be a fantastic place to park some cash buy a duplex, buy a triplex, or even if you were somebody who was considering buying a house, but you can, you know, for the next few years, buy a duplex, buy a triplex and live in one of the units and rent the others out. That's a great way to maximize a return on your investment. So these streets in here, most of them are lantern streets, you know, better known as the Lantern Streets, Lantern District, and great walkability from all of these properties in here. Violet Lantern basically goes straight to a shopping center with Hennessy's and different restaurants and retailers, Hobie's in there as well. So I can't say enough about this area for long-term upside. And if it's, you know, if this is something that's intriguing to you, text me and we can do this drive together, and I'll take you through here and I'll show you the different pockets that I think are even better than the rest, because some streets are better than others in here, and you'd want to know that kind of going into starting a search. So just shoot me a text and let me know, like, hey, Dana Point, downtown Lantern District looks interesting to me, and we can look at the properties that are on the market and also the ones that I know about that are not on the market. Delahunt Brewing just moved down here right next to Hennessy's. That's going to be a fun spot, a fun hangout spot. So you have to think about it. If you're buying an investment property here from a renter perspective, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot that this area has to offer. So rents are going to be higher, which are going to lend to better gross rents, better cap rates on properties for investment purposes. And then if you're living here for yourself and you want like a more upbeat, more options and nightlife, this is a great spot to live. So that's the update for you on what's happening in downtown Dana Point. A wide mix of real estate with a ton of upside. Make sure and reach out to me if this sounds intriguing to you, and we can talk more about it. Look forward to hearing from you.